name is Julian Loesch from Heritage Baptist Academy. I am in the 6th grade, and I will be reciting Breaking in Baby by Dave Barry. I have spent a number of hours thinking about babies, and I have observed them in other people's cars at traffic lights. Thus, I am eminently qualified to tell you how to bring up your baby. Here is my advice. Consider first the basic baby mood cycle. All babies settle into this once they get over being born. Mood 1, just about to cry. Mood 2, crying. Mood 3, just finished crying. Your job is to keep your baby in mood 3 as much as possible. Here's the traditional way to do this. When the baby starts to cry, you and your spouse should pass it back and forth repeatedly and recite these words. Do you suppose he's hungry? He can't be hungry. He just ate. Maybe he needs to be burped. No, that's not it. Maybe his diaper needs to be changed. No, it's dry. Do you think maybe he's hungry? And so on until the baby can't stand it anymore and decides to go to sleep. Next, decide when you should feed your baby. During the day, you should feed your baby just before the phone rings. At night, you should feed your baby immediately after you have fallen asleep. After each feeding, pat your baby gently on the back until it throws up on your shoulder. What is colic? Is another question to ponder. Colic is when your baby cries all the time. People keep on telling you how their kid had colic for 71 straight months. If your baby gets colic, you should take it to the pediatrician so he can say there's nothing to worry about, which is, of course, absolutely true in his perspective, since he lives in a colic-free home many miles from your baby. Baby development during the first 6 months is fascinating and rapid. It'll learn to smile, lift its head, sit, play the cello, and repair automatic transmissions. Just kidding. Babies haven't even developed brains at this point. If you opened up a baby's head, and I'm not suggesting for one moment that you should, you would find nothing but an enormous drool gland. Baby's first solid food is always a controversial subject. We're using the term food loosely here. What we're talking about are those little jars on store shelves with the smiling baby on the label and names like prunes with mixed leeks. Babies hate this stuff. Who wouldn't? The way babies eat food is by absorbing it directly into their bloodstreams through their faces. So, the most efficient way to feed a baby is to smear the food on its chin. Unfortunately, many inexperienced parents insist on putting the food into the baby's mouth. They put in spoonful after spoonful of beets, sincerely believing they're doing something constructive, when in fact, the beets are merely going around the baby food return loop, which all humans are equipped with until the age of 18 months. After the parents have finished feeding the baby, they remove the bib and clean up the area, which at this point, the baby starts to spew beets from its mouth under pressure, like a little volcano, until its face is covered with beets, which it can then absorb. A word about bedtime songs. I advise against Rockabye Baby. It's really sick what with the baby getting blown out of the tree and crashing down with the cradle. Some of those cradles weigh over 50 pounds. A much better song is Go to Sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go straight to sleep, and stay asleep until at least 6:30 a.m.